Let me start off by making a few things very painstakingly clear. One, I am not a wagon hopper. I will keep on saying that over and over again that I am not a wagon hopper. Just because you have a lot of people who hate to love and love to hate because everyone else is doing it, that doesn't mean that the brown body is going to do it. Because all over the internet and with all these other reviewers, they are saying that Captain America Brave New World is a bad film. That is bullshit. It is not. Number two, this movie is not Captain America the Winter Soldier, which is not only the best standalone Captain America film, but it's also considered by a lot of people to be the best film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, period. You heard that correctly. A lot of people consider Captain America the Winter Soldier to be their favorite and the best movie in the MCU. All right? Now, with those things out the way, let's get right into this after action review of Captain America Brave New World. And I'm going to throw this out there too. Not too many people pay attention to what I talk about, so I will be throwing spoilers in here for any future films that I choose to do reviews on. So with the AARs, after action reviews, I do my ups, and I do coulda, woulda, shouldas. Would do negatives, but I don't believe in that negative shit. So here we go. Now, of course, with the plot of the film, Sam Wilson, he takes over the mantle of Captain America, and he gets caught up in some international shadowy figure behind the scenes stuff that involves now President Thaddeus Ross, and also trying to stop a conflict between the United States and Japan while at the same time trying to, save and protect the world. Okay? That's pretty much the whole plot of the film. The movie's out of theaters. Feel free to go watch it for yourselves. But let me get to my ups. One, Anthony Mackie carries his film. A lot of people out there are comparing him to Steve Rogers, but guess what? He is his own person in this film. Number two, Giancarlo Esposito was in this movie. In the trailers, he's led on to think that he's going to be a big bad in this film, but unfortunately he's not. But either way it goes, Giancarlo Esposito, wherever he's in, grade A, top notch, he's an all-star. Danny Ramirez as Joaquin Torres, the new Falcon. He fits the role very well as, of course, the new Falcon and Captain America's sidekick. I see a lot of folks have complained about the fight scenes in this movie, saying that they're sluggish and crappy. No, the fight scenes were good and on point. You cannot expect this man to be a super soldier and do what Steve does. He's his own person, like I said. Another thing I like about this, after 17 years since 2008, we finally get Betty Ross and Dr. Samuel Stearns back in the MCU. Also, Ross being held accountable for the Abomination and the Hulk fighting in downtown Harlem in 2008, that gets brought up in this film. Also, adamantium. They mentioned adamantium in this movie. Hell yeah, right on. Also, Celestial Island. For anybody who watched Eternals, when the whole convergence or emergence happened and Tiamat was coming out of the Indian Ocean, yeah, that finally gets addressed. I'm like, how many years now with a giant head and a giant hand sticking out of the water? I like that too. And it's also ironic that this film comes out during Black History Month, so, great planning on Marvel's part for that. And yes, there is a cameo appearance in this movie by Bucky Barnes, and he's there to remind Sam, dude, you are your own Captain America. You don't need this serum. You are who you are because that's who you are. Now, with my ups out the way, let's get into the coulda, woulda, shouldas. One, I feel that the marketing could have been better on this film, meaning every time a movie comes out, they always want to show a lot in the trailers and in the posters, and by the time you watch the movie, you're like, yeah, okay, it's already been spoiled. Also, I felt that New World Order was a better title than it being Brave New World, because don't know why they didn't use New World Order. I don't know if it dealt with religious things, because they talk about the New World Order in the Bible, or because the WWE owns the rights to New World Order, NWO for life. You know what I mean? Because Brave New World sounds like a song from the Aladdin movie, A Brave New World. That kind of crap. Also, I wish we didn't have to wait 17 years to get, Betty Ross and Dr. Stearns back in the MCU. Don't know what took them so long. Which also leads me to this. Red Hulk and Stearns were in this film. And for anybody that knows their comic book lore, these guys are adversaries for the Incredible Hulk. And I felt like, being the fact they mentioned Bruce Banner a lot in this movie, he could at least made a cameo appearance and help, Sam Wilson fight on Red Hulk at the end of the movie, but it is what it is. And hopefully in the future, being the fact that Isaiah Bradley is in this movie, I hope we get some type of movie or miniseries on Disney Plus down the line that showed his time as Captain America, back during the Korean War. That'd be pretty awesome. So in closing, with this after action review, it's like I said, I'm not a wagon hopper. I like this movie. Again, it may not be Captain America Winter Soldier, but damn it, Captain America Brave New World shows that Anthony Mackie can carry the weight as Captain America in future MCU films. Just my thoughts, just my opinion, and as always, just saying.